Aloha, High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. I'm recording an energy transmission and update for us all. Today is May 9th. We're in the final countdown to Mercury going direct on the 14th. I'm sure everybody is ready. I'm just asking to clear the energy, to ensure that everything records okay. It's a little bit glitchy, but that's okay. So I hope everybody is well. Welcome back, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, Empaths, 144,000. Today we're going to talk about the Lyran Council of Light. They're bringing the transmission in today. I'm going to do a card reading for us, a transmission with the cards sort of giving us more information. I'm going to talk about grid keepers and gatekeepers, and also what we're all going through right now as we're transmuting, integrating everything from that very intense lunar eclipse. And we have from now to the 14th of May to navigate timeline adjustments through this Mercury retrograde. Then once Mercury goes direct on the 14th, we will have still, they call it shadow period. Basically, it's just going to be some gentle reminders of some tidying up, some loose ends, okay? So I'm also going to talk a little bit about the post-eclipse energies, and some other updates that I have as well. But first off, the overall messages for us for this week. Ace of Swords, so new beginnings on energy clearing, like clearing fast, quickly. So we're still going to feel like we're moving slow mo this week, but energy assignments, navigation, I call it energetic dodgeball. We're going to be moving through that pretty quickly this week. And then third eye activations, truth. Truth shall be, I'm hearing truth shall be revealed. And it's 20. So by the 20th of May, we'll have moved from the Taurus energy into the Gemini energy. So we're moving from earth into air. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of insights and activations and transmissions for us all till then. So let's just talk a little bit about some things that I know I'm going to be working on, and of course I'm going to announce more afterwards. I'm going to try and do more voicemail updates on Telegram, just for the time being, because it's easier for me to bring the information in that way and just record it, and then I'll just post that there's an update. I haven't had a lot of time to give a lot of energy to all of my platforms because it's just me doing everything, but I try kind of weave in and out with whatever I'm guided to do. So right at the moment, TikTok is on hold. I will be doing still YouTube updates. I'm going to be, like I said, doing a little bit more Telegram updates. I'm going to be accessing and activating my Rumble channel more as well. So I'll start doing more on my Rumble channel after Mercury goes direct as well. And yeah, so the update I shared on Telegram today is, so for me to keep this platform open and to allow us to interact, and first off, I will be coming back and doing lives, but the technology has been so glitchy, especially with the light codes coming in and the eclipse energy, and you could just see that it just froze there a little bit. So because of that, I was guided to wait to do any lives until afterwards. So but I want to keep this platform open so I can come in and out and share when I want, but I will have to speak in code. This platform is still a platform that is being monitored. So I can't do a lot of deep dives here anymore, but that's okay, because this channel originally was created for me to speak to all of you, to bring in transmissions, to talk about your soul missions, and we're preparing for the Lionsgate. So that's my priority, is to bring in whatever I can on this channel. When I'm going to do deep dives, that's when I'm going to be over my Rumble channel, and I'll let everybody know about that, okay? The other thing is, well, I shared this in a little mini update, I believe, as well, the previous update. So my group classes are going to be on hold because I'm going to be wanting to work on some new projects. One of the new projects is collaborations. So what I shared on Telegram today is, if you have a YouTube channel, a podcast, a Rumble channel, and you'd be interested in collaborating with me, please email me and we'll talk about that. Specifically, if you are Divine Masculine and you have a channel or you would like to create a channel, message me as well. The reason being is because I'm constantly working with Divine Feminines, and I love that, but I see a more balanced opportunity for myself and a Divine Masculine to sort of have conversations on here, and most likely that show will be on Rumble as well, okay? Okay. What else? Oh, yes, there's offers, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's talk about the post-eclipse energies. Oh, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing this transmission out. And this, I think the title is going to be just post-lunar eclipse, quantum timeline adjustments, something like that, through the Mercury retrograde, so we can be on our highest timeline. And the Lyran Council of Light is letting me know that we're absolutely in initiations and tests and clearing every single day to navigate. So by the time Mercury goes direct, we are on our right timeline. So you may be, depending on, I'll use different words here. So depending on how stubborn we are in 3D, like just we, no, this is the way I want to go. Depending on how that energy is, how much resistance there is, we may have had things removed out of our path. I've been through all of this. So everything I share is from experience as well. So I've been through all of this. So depending on where we're at on our journey and how we're not ready to surrender to the universe and trust in the flow, things, people, places, things will be navigated out of our way. Okay. The other next level up is we are being taught self-love and self-care is the top priority, especially for these physical avatars. So if we're not making that a priority, things will shift as well. Opportunities will come and go, but those, knowing that we're multidimensional, we're quantum, there are multiple timelines that we will land on another timeline with another, maybe better opportunity as well. So we are just, if things get removed, we're just to surrender and let them go, okay? And all of this is like back to ourselves, love, self-care, and trust and faith in the universal source energy. All right, so we're rebuilding. We're rebuilding our belief systems, our trust, our faith in everything that's been eroded over thousands of years. All right. Okay, there's that. Then when we get to a high enough multidimensional level, we've learned all of this. We've learned about abundance and sharing and caring and reprioritizing everything when we're asked to. Then we move into a higher perspective where we can start co-creating, manifesting consistently with source universal energy. Okay, so depending on your assignment, depending on your lineage, your bloodlines, depending on karma, past life issues that you came in to heal with people in your reality or scenarios, it will vary in time. So for me, it has been consciously knowing 13 years. So it's not like I'm sitting here playing with the unicorns, or have been. There have been times, but just to let you all know, it takes courage and strength and constant daily clearing and integration as well. Okay. What I know about right now, one thing is that this week from now, the 9th to the 14th, we're going to be going through energetic tests and initiations to ensure that we're choosing wisely. And I had a big assignment in my dream time last night. And right away, I knew that it was a false reality. I knew that it was, and it works multiple ways. So we have, I call them Team D. Team D will come in and facilitate a scenario often with us, but it's up to us to choose wisely in that now moment. Sometimes we have to be encouraged and ask and command forth, who are you? I am sovereign being, you must go. Might be that, but it also might be like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. It seems like a holodeck illusion. And then poof, that can collapse the timeline of reality too. So we are going to go through multiple things in this reality and then other realities as well. You might be also going through a period this next week to clean, declutter, release, including digital data release as well. Okay, that opens up allowing new energy to come in. Yeah. And okay, let me see, for crystal grid keepers and gatekeepers, a more detailed message on Telegram, but I am being called to share with you all that whatever your tools are, to start focusing on the school systems, the buildings and official buildings in your area to start transmuting lower energy. Okay, so that locally will help the bigger whole of all with the grids. Let me just see. I'm practicing my screen sharing, and let me see if I'll bring it up. There it is. Okay. So I just wanted to bring up a visual up of what a grid system looks like. Okay. So there we go. So this is just an example of a crystalline grid system around the planet. It's also within the planet, but it's within us as well. We're carrying the grid system. So we're carrying the old ones and the new divine blueprints are coming in. So for us, when we do our own healing and clearing, we release attachment to the old grid systems, and then we allow the new grid systems to activate, therefore manifesting and projecting new earth realities. Okay, so this grid system is in our physical structure, our bones, our blood, our organs. It's in everything. And part of that old structure are what I call, like, if you get your phone out and you look at all your apps, so one of the apps will be an ego app. There's many different versions to the ego, including a spiritual ego. So we're cleansing and clearing so much. We just move into different levels of it, okay? So that we can integrate more of our gifts from other lifetimes, our galactic aspects, more of our soul mission or core mission, okay? So this is something right now that's right now, and there's multiple timelines, there's multiple realities. So on one timeline, you know, if people are channeling in, the light is one, everything's good, you don't need to do anything. They're on a different frequency and a different timeline. And they may have moved through a lot of these levels and they're just looking at everything from a higher perspective and they're not having it in their reality every day. Whereas, for an example, if you live in a city with a lot of density, you're going to see a lot of the lower timelines being played out. And so that's just to let you know that as we're releasing and healing within, the old is collapsing within us, and we're bringing in the new, we're manifesting the new, we're creating the new, okay? But I wanted to just give you a visual of this grid system is within you, it's within me, it's within all of us, which is amazing, yeah. So I'm gonna leave that up, and I'm just gonna read about the post-eclipse ascension energies. This is from Divine Energy Works. The merging bridge of energies of the eclipses, the 5-5 portal, and the Mercury and Pluto retrogrades has created intense and at times heavy energies, and lots of integration is required right now. So I feel like I've come out of it, but I did feel the massive solar flares the last couple of days. And sometimes what will happen for me is I'll sleep and then I'm woken up, 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm not able to get back to sleep till 7:30, etc. And if I look back on it, I always had this. So I was always going through a clearing, even when I wasn't consciously aware that I was doing it, because it really became evident in 1987 during the harmonic convergence. It became evident to many souls that there was a timeline shift. And then Dolores Cannon started writing about that and talking about that. But then it became evident to me looking back on it in the 90s, because I would go through periods where I was constantly transmuting and feeling very intense energy. Our nervous systems are our superpower, but they're also during our massive awakening and shedding. Sometimes it's dark night of the soul. Sometimes it's just like activating the levels of our soul and releasing the old. When that happens, oftentimes we can't sleep because our nervous system has been turned on, the activations and the downloads. Okay. All right. So as the old timeline is continuing to collapse, a new galactic timeline is continuing to be anchored in through all of us. Through the eclipse season, this has facilitated changing situations on various levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, that could be coming through in many unexpected ways to anchor in 5D frequencies. 5D is fifth dimensional, and continue to shed the deep layers of fear-based energies and limiting core beliefs. So we're shedding fear-based energies and limiting core beliefs. We're clearing out all that is not in alignment with our highest path and our soul truth. These energies are continuing to assist the collective in overcoming deep-seated fears, making conscious choices, mastering the presence, taking inspired action, and staying true to ourselves no matter what. There's also been there's a deep release of control and resistant programming going on, fear-based stories and fear. So just know if you're in fear, it's something that you need to clear out. Work on your tools to clear it out. We're clearing this out consciously and unconsciously, including energetic imprints from past and future timelines, because we're multidimensional. So that's why it's so intense sometimes, because we're clearing present, past, present, future parallel timelines. As we integrate the clearing and major energetic upgrades to our system, we quantum leap to our highest timeline, and in the individual level, assisting humanity in the global awakening and ascension process. She could be my sister. We speak the same language. Let me just pull up one more thing that I'm going to share about. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the little mini update, the transmission, that transmission is still the previous video to this, still relevant from now through the Mercury retrograde. Okay, it was basically the message was for me to share with you all that we're going to have people, places, things brought up into our reality to show us the timeline that everyone's going to be on, big reveals or personal big reveals. So I had a core belief that I was brought, that I traced back all the way to when I was little, to as a star seed trying to blend in. So I had to collapse that belief system, call that soul fragment home, and then integrate and start fresh. So I'm on my new timeline and my new reality. Yeah. And then I also went through the JSEAL removal. So if anybody's new, I've been posting the links of the two. I think there were a couple of videos last summer, but there was a main webinar about what the JSEALs are. Then there was a second one where I kind of went through, there's an advanced update where there's a removal of Atlantean, Lemurian tags, twin flame, full of the Emerald Order, etc. So I'm not going to go into deep detail. I probably will have another sort of webinar update in the coming months. Let me see. Most likely it will be before the 7/7 gateway, but check out the previous ones as well, okay? So I just want to briefly go over what the JSEALs are and why we want them released. And the reason it's all wrapped up into this is because the JSEALs and the old implants and tags and seals are keeping us connected to the old grid system. There's more than one grid system. It's not just about us leaving, oh, I left the matrix. It's about knowing that the programs of the collective on multiple levels are in our physical avatar, and that includes the fall of Atlantis as an example. Okay. All right. Let me just have a little sip. And then once I do this, I'm going to announcements, and then I'll move into the reading. Okay. So JSEALs are called Jehovian seals, also known as death seals. They are energetic implants or distortions of the planet, which means anything born on this earth has a JSEAL, okay? They're located on an exotonial line 7 of the earth, as well as in our energetic anatomy field. The big problem with these seals is we were born with them. Unless they've cleared and removed, we have them forever. They often produce physical sickness and pain, and in severe cases, they can even manifest death. What's the significance of these seals? They keep our energetic fields connected to the earth grids. They are unnatural and they were created to stop us from ascending into our higher frequency and abilities, okay? And there are 7 of the actual JSEALs, but then there's other ones as well. They were not created by source. Basically, they're unnatural. And at some point, we get to a point where it's time for them to go. We just know. So for me last year, it was time for all of them to go. And since we're energetically connected to the earth, we inherit these implants at birth, and they will just impact us from ascending and from living a healthy existence and from having all of our beautiful abilities, okay? So that's all I'm going to share about that. Just have a little sip of fluid. So from my perspective, let me just stop the sharing. And I'm going to go to the diagram. Okay, so this is just the diagram of the 7 JSEALs, but there's many more than that, okay? Yeah, this is the advanced session. So if you're new to this, you may only want the original session, which is the 7 JSEALs and the Templar seals, the Tower of Babel, the Crown of Thrones, Zeta, Metatronic, etc. Okay, and then the new advanced session is 15th dimensional, carries Seal of Amente, Palador, Mayan, Avalon, Atlantean, Lemurian, Egyptian, Fall of the Emerald Covenant, dark ET seals like Dracos, Archons, etc. Starseed, Lightworker, Tracking Plants, and Implex, Astral Tags, Plasma Seals. And the new updates will release any Stargate seals and the Earth Star, the Soul Star, and any other extended Stargate seals elsewhere, plus anything preventing us from connecting to the harmonic convergence galaxy and universe, the angelic races, That would have been when we had our wings clipped, universal source preventing us from connecting with source, etc. So there's a whole list there, okay? And then I send you the results. That's a distance session. So I just wanted to share that with you all. That session is on special right now, and it's also part of the Supernova package, which is also on special. So they're both at the top of my website. So those are the main offers, but there are a couple more bundles and some other personal sessions, including a distance healing, 20 sharp distance healing that's also on special for May, which is the 555 codes. Okay. All right. So that's that. I did my updates. I talked about that. We can do the reading now. Yay, reading, way more fun. Okay, so we have the overall messages. We have Ace of Swords, energetic clearing and healing, new beginnings, powerful warriors, and then we also have the counterbalancing card of 20, truth. We will know the truth will be shown to us. So I'm gonna pull a tarot first. So I'm going to ask the cards for the best messages for us. And Lyran Council will bring me in the translation. 3 cards for this coming week. Okay, first message, 8 of Pentacles. So twofold. We've all been working very hard, and or there's still another week of work to go, energetic work. Okay, and our physical bodies will need rest and avatar. So it's going to be this balancing technique. If you've been working too hard, you're going to be guided to pull back and find some tools to relax. If you've been unmotivated, you're going to be asked maybe to take some action steps. Okay. Next message, Knight of Cups. Beautiful. So this is a really, after the hard work and the clearing, this is like things are moving forward and the offers are coming. All right. Final message as well. I love it. Wheel of Fortune. So I get to pull another one. So this means destiny. This means that once this is all completed, once Mercury goes direct, you're on your destined timeline. And I want to pull one more. What I love about this is all the visuals I see now. So I see lots of beings with angelic wings, but I see the lion energy in the middle at the top. Okay. So let's see what the overall, okay, we got the unnecessary worry card. So some of you have been worried and unstressed, and it's unnecessary. Oh, okay. So that's the 4 of Swords. So some of you are going to be in this situation. So destiny is shifting. 5 of Cups, which is not focusing and being grateful for what you have right now and your abilities, knowing that you are co-creating with the universe. And you know, what I heard is don't cry over spilt milk, because it's not real. Okay. And 5 is like the energy is changing, but what is the overall message? Oh, okay. I love it. So the overall message is the truth. This whole exercise is so you have known your truth, seen your truth, and leveled up. But we also got the new beginnings, the magician, the powerful manifester. So you have all the tools within you to move yourself out of unnecessary worry and not focusing on what's coming ahead. Okay, that you're co-creating. Oh, this is a big one. We are massively releasing judgments. We're being shown where we were judged or judged others based on what they were doing, instead of staying in our lane and focusing in our lane. So I had the mouse on the lion. So we're definitely, this is part of our healing and clearing this week. Okay. All right. Oh, you're not going to believe it. Card under the deck. Fast movement forward. The Chariot card. So that's on the 14th. Okay. Some of us are already in the fast moving forward energy. All right. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. So let's pull some clarifiers for being too hard or too little. Okay. Oh, got number 8, emotional withdrawal. So if you're working too hard, you're to spend some time meditating. If you've been meditating too much, you're to start moving into making a list and taking some action steps. Okay. Making a plan. Knight of Cups with offers coming. I love it. Partnerships and alliances. So yeah, depending on what you're manifesting co-collaboration with other souls. Okay, so that's coming. The universe is lining that all up. Unnecessary worry or not focusing on like spilt milk. What are the messages? You got the Star card, which is hope, which is new beginnings. You're emptying the old and beginning the new. And the hope, the star card is from knowing that you've got helpers, knowing that you have guides, knowing that you have galactic teams working on your behalf, knowing that you, Prime Source created, you are the miracle, and it's going to be okay. For some of you, the date of the 17th is key. So that'll be after Mercury goes direct. So on the 17th is going to be a big day for many of us. There's going to be lots of magic on that day. And let's see the overall message for like manifesting, the Chariot card, the Truth card. What's the overall message? Patience is a virtue. And look at that, that's the 14th. So this patience has been one of the key lessons through this Mercury retrograde, and the overall message is completion and new beginning, spiritual strength, number 9. So you, me, all of us are so much stronger than we were when this all started, right? Okay, let's move into a couple more messages. And I'm just going to ask if there's any other relevant messages to come in. All of this is to open up our hearts, heart and high heart activations, and love and compassion for everyone, but especially for yourselves, okay? Dropping our shields, allowing divine love, and that our heart is healing. Okay, beautiful. Next message. Okay, well, I see similarities. There's a vortex. Here's a vortex, divine matrix. So we're releasing the old grids to be activated and embody the divine matrix grids. Interconnection, synchronicities. Beautiful. And then one more message. Venusian Galactic Council. So yes, I'm not exactly sure where Venus is right now, but I do know that the councils of Venus are working with many of us to help us open up our hearts as well. So star being guides from the Venusian Galactic Council are working with all of us. They're saying, answer the call and it's our time to shine. All right. Okay. I'm just going to pull one card from Light Star's 2 decks just to confirm initiations. Okay, so we're going to still be going through a week of initiations. Number 18 is this is Valiant, the Wisdom Keeper. So you have guides to work with you. You know, work with Archangel Michael. Work with who you know is your wisest guide to help you through this week. That's number 18. And then let's pull one more from her other deck. Couldn't have said it any better myself. I love it. There's a lion. Okay, number 49, perseverance. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I love it. The lions are together. So tenacity, persistence, and some of you are recovering. Some of you are recovering. So, but we're all this. We're all integrating our Lyran aspects. We're going to be so powerful as a group by the time we get to first off the 7/7 portal in July. And then by the time we get to the Lion State, we're going to be like that Woodstock song. We're going to be 7 million strong. I think that's, I'm not sure. All right, so I'm just going to see which dragon, unicorn, and crystal message for us for this week. Oh, Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. So some of you need this. You need the extra power of Thor, the god of thunder, protecting you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. But if you feel the need, call in Thor's red, black, and gold dragon to assist you. That's a very powerful week, everybody. Very powerful week. Okay. Unicorn to assist us. Unicorn of cycles. All right, I see all the butterflies. Butterflies are about mutation and transformation, but also see the moon. Okay, so some of you are still very, very much integrating that powerful lunar eclipse. And again, it was Scorpio. Scorpio is about death and rebirth, all right? Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body and tune in to your magic, all right? Okay, let's ask for the crystal for this week to assist them. Again, this is just a suggestion, and oftentimes it's around malachite. So for some of you, like any kind of green stone, but malachite is number 27. This brings nature to you and it helps with your heart chakra. Okay, but I see one on the bottom that's very much a powerful manifestation to labradorite for your third eye, number 23. But labradorite is very much about bringing your magic and miracles to you, helping you feel empowered. Thank you so, so much. Beautiful tribe. Just want to make sure that yep. So just the overall messages again for the week. Truth and Ace of Swords. Wonderful. So if you would like to work with me, check out my website for the specials and below how to get a hold of me. Sending you so much love, light, and aloha. I'll be back soon. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Lots of love and aloha from Pink Bella.